How's it going everyone, and welcome back to my Modern Warfare 3 weapon guide video series. Today we're going to take a look at one of the worst weapons in the game, the AA-12 shotgun, which has definitely fallen off its throne from Modern Warfare 2. The weapon reappears in Modern Warfare 3 with some cooler styling. It's got that additional shell holder on the side of the weapon, a little camouflaged pouch, as well as some revamped iron sights. But unfortunately, behind the scenes its stats aren't quite as good, which we'll take a look at as part of this guide. But the AA-12, known in real life as the Aitchison Assault Shotgun, is a fully automatic shotgun that's available in-game after you've ranked up to level 26. So first up, let's take a look at the AA-12's general features. Its damage stats come in at a lowly 15 to 5. That 15 damage figure up close is definitely a lot lower than the average of 25 for the shotguns. Even the other fully automatic shotgun, the AA-12, comes in with a 25 damage figure at close range. But 15 on the AA-12 is going to mean you need 7 out of those 8 pellets to hit your target in order for a one-shot kill. It only gets worse once you get out of your deadly range, with the pellets to kill increasing to 20. That means you're going to need 3 full shots from your AA-12 in order to secure the kill. Unfortunately, the bad news continues when we look at its spread. The spread of pellets from the AA-12 is actually the worst out of all the shotguns. This means the steady aim perk is a must in order to tighten up that spread and allow for more likelihood of those one-shot kills at close range. Without steady aim, this spread means the pellets are going to be flaring out all over the place, meaning you're going to get continuous hit markers with only 1 or 2 pellets hitting the target. Like we mentioned, we've got some revamped iron sights in the Modern Warfare 3 variant, although these don't matter too much considering that you only need to fire your shotguns from the hip, seeing as aiming down sights doesn't have any effect on the weapon's accuracy. Then to move on to some more detailed stats of the AA-12, like I mentioned, it's a fully automatic shotgun just like the AA-12. This means you can just hold your trigger down and the weapon will just continuously cycle until it's exhausted its full magazine. Although if you do hold your trigger down, you'll probably realise that you'll soon be shooting towards the clouds thanks to the heavy recoil. Like with all shotguns, the aiming speed is 0.20 seconds, although we don't really need this considering it's a shotgun and we can just fire this thing from the hip. The rate of fire is the fastest of all the shotguns at 400 rounds per minute, although like I mentioned, because this weapon's got quite a heavy recoil, you really want to kind of pace your shots so you don't end up missing your target altogether. The AA-12 is a magazine fed weapon, so the full reload time is 3.58 seconds. Now the magazine size for the AA-12 is 8 rounds, which is pretty moderate in relation to the whole spectrum of shotguns, but quite a way off the 12 rounds of the KSG-12 and the Striker. So the AA-12 is definitely one frustrating weapon to use, and that's probably why you hardly ever see it used in game. It's outclassed by just about any other weapon in the game, even all the other shotguns. Even the other shotguns that have that same 5 damage figure at long range can still hold their own, at least in close range encounters. But when up against any other weapon in the game, even in the shotgun's deadly territory at close range, you're still going to find yourself being outclassed and dropping down dead even after getting hit markers. While developers do need to be careful with fully automatic shotguns like this, the Modern Warfare 3 AA-12 could definitely do with some damage buffs. Even once you've ranked this weapon up and unlocked the actual damage proficiency, it's still not quite as good as some of the other shotguns, and in most cases you'd still be better off with a submachine gun at close range, which obviously then allow you to also take out targets at long range, which with the shotguns and the AA-12 in particular is pretty much impossible. But if you do want to try out your AA-12 in game, then here's my recommendations for attachments you might want to consider. The number one attachment by far is definitely extended mags. This is going to increase the 8 round magazine up to 12, which when you consider that you get so many hit markers is really a necessity. Until then, the grip attachment is probably the go-to choice, just to tame some of that recoil so you can fire at those shots a little bit faster without the shots missing entirely. Extended mags and the grip are really the only 2 attachments you'll want to consider, but just for the sake of filling out the 3rd slot here on my little chart, I've recommended the red dot sight. The only reason for this is that the silencer completely destroys this weapon's performance altogether, and the holographic sight has that slightly larger zoom. But as far as optics go overall, you really don't need them considering that you're just going to be firing this weapon from the hip. So that's about it for my guide to the AA-12 in Modern Warfare 3. Let me know down in the comments if you've actually managed to get any good scores with this weapon. I personally do like to use the underused weapons in games, but the AA-12 in Modern Warfare 3 is just plain silly. While it can be quite fun having the challenge of using an underpowered weapon, in this case it's just frustrating being gunned down after getting hit marker after hit marker on someone who didn't even know you were there until you started shooting them. But if you enjoyed my guide, nevertheless, please drop me a thumbs up down below just to help spread the word and share the video with your friends. As far as these weapon guide videos go, that's the whole shotgun category ticked off, so let me know down in the comments which episode or which shotgun you prefer out of the lot. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, catch you all later.